Everybody, how are you? I actually woke up with a bit of a headache this morning, so I'm a little bit, why. I'm just starting to get a little bit better. I know, God willing, it's going to be gone within an hour, but right now I'm still getting have a little bit of a headache. I was in a deep sleep last night. I needed it, and when the alarm went off, I was not ready to get up. You ever have those mornings, right? Listen, today I just want to talk to you a little bit about, non-rational belief patterns. Have you ever heard the phrase, what you believe about yourself is who you are? And how true is that? What we believe about ourselves is who we are. And we've talked about how your beliefs about yourself stem from your early life, and as you grow, you actually can form new beliefs if you choose to. And you can update your old ones, and as you grow, you learn new things, and it creates new belief patterns, right? But it truly is such an important part. When I begin coaching with my clients, I have to find out what their core beliefs are, because what we do believe about ourselves is so much what we project out there in the world. Many times we don't even realize that we're doing it. But if, for instance, we feel very competent, if we're very competent people, we are going to show competency. It's going to mask whatever it is our belief is. So we're in our job, we're feeling very competent, that is what we're going to project. Okay? Now, if your core belief is that you're inadequate, that you never feel like you can measure up, you are going to project that. Okay, so we really can't work on changing things for your future until we find out what your core beliefs are. And so generally, I read through, there's 8 different non-rational core beliefs out there. Non-rational being that they were formed when we were a child before we could rationalize things. So when we were a baby, when we were very young, these belief patterns were formed in us before we actually could rationalize, is this true belief or not a true belief? We couldn't do that yet. So these things are embedded in us, A lot of times we don't even realize we have them. And so people don't realize, I can't get any further than where I'm at right now, Sue. I feel stuck. They think they feel stuck, and they can't understand why. And the whole reason is because maybe it's a core belief that they have that they don't even realize that they're projecting. So what I usually do with my clients in the beginning is I sit down and we go through the 8 non-rational stressful beliefs. And so the next few days I want to go through them, and I'm just going to go through one a day. So today I'm going to talk to you about one, tomorrow it's going to be something different. And I just want you to listen to what they are and see and feel if that could be something you're holding. Is that something that you need to maybe work on just a little bit? So it has also been proven, and I just want to make that known, that it has been proven you can change your beliefs, okay? And that's up to you. But you do that by making new choices, and you do that by taking new actions, and you do that by experimenting. You experiment with new responses, and sometimes that might take a while. But it's of the utmost importance that we continue to work on ourselves and grow. Correct? Correct. So we need to make a conscious effort on our part to alter our beliefs. My dad used to always say, count to 10 before you give an answer. Meaning, Sue, think about it. Quit being so hyper and impulsive. I'm hyper. I've always been hyper. And I always blurted out in my mouth exactly what I thought all the time. And my father would just, baby, you count to 10 before you speak. Slow down. And think about the choice you want to make. And think about, what it is that you want to project. And you think about what is your belief? Why is this going to become sprouting out of your mouth, right? Spouting out of your mouth. It's not always a good thing. Think about it before you speak it, right? So the next few days, like I said, I'm going to be going through those. And then, obviously that's what I usually work first with my clients on is their beliefs. And so the first one I want to read to you, the first non-rational stressful belief number 1 is having love, recognition and approval from family, friends, coworkers, and peers, if that's important to you. So think about it. Is it important to you that you are having the love that you think you need, that you are getting the recognition that you think you deserve, and that you're seeking approval from your family and your friends and your coworkers, any of your peers? Are you seeking something? Is there something that you need from them? And are you a people pleaser? Like, do you have a hard time saying no? You know, you just always want to make them happy. You always want to go above and beyond, right? So here are some of the current clues that I want to read to you. The current clues, if you are like this, if you have this non-rational stressful belief, number 1. So here's some clues. You fear possible rejection or disapproval from others. You ignore or feel oblivion about any existing relationship. You feel a lack of recognition. You fear blame or criticism, jealousy. You're always doing the extras, or you feel compelled to always do the extras. You're afraid to say no. You always want peace and harmony at any price. You just want peace and harmony at any price. Fear what other people will think. Are you afraid what people are going to think of you? Always obeys without questioning. So if somebody tells you to do something, you're going to obey them without questioning. You know, are you like that? Always meets perceived deadlines. So you set yourself deadlines and you meet them. And you always try to be nice. Okay? So, did any of those sound like you? Because, you know, I was just talking to someone the other day about this, because she actually got a phone call, and somebody on the other line was asking her if she would volunteer her time for something. She said, sure, yeah. And she got the phone, and she's like, why did I do that? I always do that. I always say I'll do something. I'm so busy. I'm already stressed out. Why did I go ahead and say I'd do this? I don't want to do this. You need to not feel guilty about saying no. Okay? Because you can only do so much, right? But she has got this core belief in her, and it just automatically came out. And those are the kind of things I'm talking about. So many times we're doing things, and we automatically do them without thinking about why. And I'm hoping that right now, you know, and maybe none of these, there's 8 different stressful, non-rational behaviors, okay, or patterns. So, this one might not be you at all. But if it is, then it is so important to realize that you don't need love and acceptance from other people. Okay, you need love and acceptance from God. God is never, ever, ever going to quit guiding you or supporting you or, loving you. He's never, ever going to abandon you. Okay, but people, it's like I said yesterday, I believe it was in yesterday's session, that, people aren't our saviors. God is our savior, and people, no matter how hard I try to help you, or your peers try to, or you try to help them, we're going to come up short. Okay, that's all I'm trying to say, is we're never ever going to be somebody's everything. We cannot do that, because we are human, and we make mistakes, and we accidentally hurt people even when we don't try to, and we accidentally let people down even when we don't mean to. No matter how hard we try, we cannot be perfect. We cannot be all things to all people. But God can be everything for us. So instead of looking at your peers for the recognition you need, and the love and the acceptance you need, and trying to make everybody happy, find out who you are in him, and give your glory to him and make him happy and love him, and he's never going to let you down. Absolutely never. He will never let you down because he loves you more than anybody ever will here on this earth. Okay? So think about the things that I talked about. Do any of them resonate with you? Do any of them hold true? And if they do, I would suggest looking up some scriptures. Looking up some scriptures. On things like, jealousy, recognition. Look up fears. Look up fears. Look up relationships. Look up anything that you're feeling resonated with you. If you feel that you can't say no, or if you feel like you're looking to others, what does God say about that in the Bible, about looking to others instead of to him? Get some direction in the Bible and find some healthy, happy, some scriptures that you can read to yourself over and over and over throughout the day to build yourself up, to see yourself the way that God sees you, and to realize just how much God loves you, and how much he wants nothing but the best for you, and how much he's going to support you, and how he'll never let you down, and how his way is always the right way. And then, motivationally, get some books on that. There are so many different self-help books out there that can help you. I would look up some Christian self-help books that help in any of these areas at all. Let me read what that behavior is one more time. Having love, recognition, and approval from family, friends, coworkers, and peers at being important. So that's very, very important to you. And if I don't please people, they may choose to reject, criticize, or abandon me. Okay? So if any of those things hold true, then I would look up from some really good Christian self-help books, and I would go to the Bible and see what the Bible has to say about that and go from there. Us coaches, that is the reason, one of the things that we work on is, holding you accountable, giving you homework, believing in you, being your number one cheerleader and stuff. So if any of these things resonate with you and you have more questions, if you're concerned about something, if you need to talk to me or you have a question, feel free to message me. If I have the time, I most certainly will answer you and help you in any way I can. There's a lot of great coaches out there. I'm here if you need me too. So just know you're not alone. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about another non-rational belief, stressful belief, number 2. And so you might want to check in tomorrow and see if any of those see if it sounds like you, okay? I hope you have a great day. I am going to go finish my coffee and try and get rid of my headache. I love you guys. You got this. And I know you're going to do great. Have an awesome day. Bye-bye.